The way they celebrated Lono was during a festival season called Makahiki. This Makahiki season lasted several months. Time of feasting and athletic competition, sort of like the Hawaiian Olympics that were held every year. Very unique sporting events took place during this time. Also a time of peace and harmony. No battles were fought during the Makahiki. It was a very unique time throughout the whole island chain. Captain Cook of the British Royal Navy, he first arrived in these islands during this Makahiki season. Cook made landfall on the northern islands of Niihau and Kauai, January 1778. Upon his arrival, Cook was mistaken as Lono. Of course, it was the season of Lono. Part of the legend of their god stated that he would return on his floating island, bearing white pennants. Cook's exploration ships fit this description almost exactly. Cook's initial stay was short. He continued sailing north, searching for
agárralo para que me pase mi cara. Pásame mi cara.
most of the Bering Sea and South Central Alaska in the summer of 1778. As the winter weather set in, Cook sailed back to these islands and arrived in this bay a year later. January 1779, for the second time, he was mistaken as Lono as he arrived in the bay. Thousands of people swam from shore and paddled their outrigger canoes out to greet Cook and his men. Things went well initially. They traded with the local residents. Their ships were reprovisioned with food, water, longboard lager. Three of you got that. No one's even listening already. Oh, wow.
I was listening, bro.
Okay, all right. Eventually, Cook and his men pour out their welcome, and mainly by hypnotizing into the food supply, this put a tremendous economic burden on many of the commoners. Resentment began to grow in the commoners' ranks. Also, temple desecration occurred. Cook's men were removing wooden structures from the heiau, from the temples in the area, and this angered the kahuna, so they did indeed pour out their welcome. Now, Cook sailed from here to Maui. Ale Nui Haha Channel broke their ships up pretty bad. One ship was dismasted. They came back to the bay for repairs as they were anchored making repairs. An incident took place on Valentine's Day, February 14th, 1779. One of their longboats was missing. Cook attempted to retrieve this longboat, launched into Ka'aoloa village, escorted by 10 of his Marines. Each Marine had a single-shot musket. An altercation broke out between Cook's Marines and local warriors in the ensuing battle. 4 of Cook's Marines were killed instantly on the spot. Cook and the remaining 6 Marines were pursued back down to the shoreline. Captain Cook could not swim. He got pinned in knee-deep water approximately 80 yards to the left of where the Captain Cook Monument stands, which is that white obelisk or spire that you see up on the shore just ahead of us here. And that is where Captain James Cook fell to his death at the hands of the local warriors. Both parties got together soon afterwards, discussed the incident, and came to the agreement that it was a mistaken misunderstanding, and that it never should have taken place. The monument itself actually sits on a small part of England, a small piece of land that surrounds the monument to this day, considered part of the United Kingdom, ceded to the British monarchy, and the monument was erected in 1874 in honor of Captain James Cook and his accomplishments in exploration and navigation. This is also an underwater state park and marine sanctuary. We do have the only mooring on this side of it. We're going to head on over to our mooring right now. Once we are secure at our mooring, we will be issuing a mandatory safety briefing that will take place inside the cabin on the main deck. So those of you on the bow of the boat stepping inside anyone on the top deck, just make your way down to the main deck. We'll go over a few things, important information about the sanctuary, the boat itself, and our stay here. Get you out playing in the water right away.
Mandatory safety meeting downstairs.
No mames. No mames.